All right, let me tell you, there's a fresh video that has been accessed. The Navy cheers up the civilians in Odesa. That's a video that's coming in where the people, Navy cheers up civilians. I want to go across to a nat sound of that if my director can put it out. But okay, we're just going to go across to that. But this is a good moment. They are trying to boost up the civilians and Ukrainians trying to still keep them in good spirits as the Navy cheers up the civilians. We're going to try and quickly put out the sounds. We can see they've got their hands in the air, flags are with them, they've got their musical instruments with them. So on the streets in Odesa, the Navy cheers up the civilians. Remember, viewers, just a short while ago, there was this news that was being given by Russian agencies that a city near Odesa had been captured by them. And yet now, on the streets of Odesa, the Ukrainian spirit that we've seen for the past few days where they are fighting it out, the Navy is cheering up the civilians, telling them to keep their spirits high. And this is all happening as Russia-Ukraine talks underway in Belarus, as Ukraine now demands ceasefire and troop withdrawal. They're trying to keep the spirits high. We're going to try and see whether we can get a nat sound of what the Navy is singing or stating. Okay, but despite that, European Union, remember viewers, a lot of developments, fast-paced taking place as all eyes in the world are right now on that crucial meeting at Belarus. We've also been told President Zelensky has made a very important declaration that Kyiv continues to be with Ukraine. We showed you a short while ago. Let me go across to Shivani, who's joining us live now. Shivani, if you can give us details of what's happening around you.
Moving in Slovakia towards Poland, and we are checking all the borders and how's the move like on the other side of Ukraine. And in Ukraine, while Shravan is reporting, we know that in Belarus the negotiations are going on, and there is a tension in all these surrounding areas as well. Though we know that the war is going inside Ukraine, and the Ukrainian government and the president has claimed that Kyiv is still with them, but outside Ukraine, across the borders, there is a lot of tension. It is, we can see there is a snowfall here. The weathers are extreme. The evacuation missions are going on. People are worried. They are busy going to safe places. And if we talk about the people from Ukraine, around 4 lakh people from Ukraine have already crossed the borders to various cities, various states, be it Poland, be it Hungary, and they have been moving outside the country. But in these states also, there is a lot of tension. Life is not normal. People are worried about the situation in Ukraine, and everybody is hoping that the talks that are on the table today will work out well. But if we talk about the NATO forces also, they have been supporting Ukraine, and the build-ups are going on. If we talk about Poland, there are over 6 bases of NATO that are being built up with different forces of different kinds, and the land routes, the air routes, and the sea routes are also being worked upon, and that in case the forces have to move, then what can be done. And the states that are supporting, the NATO states that are supporting Ukraine, they have already given access to these forces. And in Poland also, at different locations, there have been landings by the NATO forces. That's what our sources have revealed. And we'll try and access these exercises. We'll try and go through what is going on inside these states in view of this particular war that we are witnessing, and how NATO has been reacting. And now when the Russian president has also said that the nuclear deterrence is just ready and it can be used within 10 minutes. So now it's all the more anxiety in the air, and we need to see how the talks come out, and what the NATO and the United States forces do about it.
Yes, and also as you're reporting live, Republic is live at Slovakia border. Shivani Sharma there. She's moving from one place to another. Shivani, I want to get a sense of NATO here, because it is only when Ukraine said we're going to closely become NATO members that this entire crisis spiraled out of control.
And that's what seems to be the bone of contention and what perturbed Russia. But we have already heard what Jen Stoltenberg had said 2 days back on Friday when he was talking to the press. He has said that around 40,000 troops are all ready and they are standing strong with Ukraine. In fact, they have not yet declared that they are inside Ukraine or they are moving inside Ukraine or they are in this war actively with Ukraine. But yes, they are supplying weapons in all formats, be it the air defense, be the maritime forces or the other weapons that are required by Ukraine in this war that's going on since last 5 days. But if we talk about without giving much detail, Stoltenberg has also said that there are points across the borders of Ukraine where the states supporting NATO have already given access to the NATO forces for the troops to remain there close to the borders so that they can move in as and when the situation demands. And we have also been told that in Poland itself there are important 6 bases of NATO forces and the United States forces too. And one place around 2 days back, the NATO forces have enhanced in their numbers